Alright then friends, now that we've looked at all this concept about object programming, the last thing we need to look at is namespacing. What is actually namespacing and how to actually use them. Now imagine you have multiple classes in your project and you need to actually group these classes for easy readability, and you can use namespace to actually group these classes, okay? And you can use namespace to actually organize your code, and it's actually a nice way to actually work in object programming. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do some practical examples. So what I'm just going to do now, I'm going to close all these tabs that are opened, and right here I'm going to create two new files. Okay, I'm going to create two new files, and we can now see probably we create three. Yeah, we create about three new files, and we can now see how we can actually use namespacing. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is create a new file. I'm going to call this probably transactions. Okay, transaction.php. Okay, and right here let's just say php, and right here I'm going to name it, give it a namespace of probably code it me, okay, slash transaction. And this is the namespacing I'm going to give to this. So this is the namespacing I'm going to give to this, and right here this shouldn't be forward slash, this should actually be backward slash. Okay, and the error is gone. Right now we're going to create a new class, and the class name is going to call payment. Okay, and right here we're going to say do something like this, and we're actually going to do a public method, and this will be public. Let's do a static method, public static function. So this will be function. I'll say amount. Okay, let's just call this credit. Let's do something creative. So let's call this credit, and right here we're going to say amount, and right here we're going to receive a $sign amount. Okay, and right here let's return $sign amount. And this is all we need to do, guys. This is just all we need to do. And right here on another file, let's go ahead and create another file. Let's call this probably let's call it transactions. We're going to namespace it transaction again. So probably okay, let's just call this account. Let's just call this account. Okay, so we have the let's call this credit. Okay, let's just go ahead and call this debit. Okay, makes sense that way, right? And call this debit. And basically this is just all we need to do. And right here let's go ahead and create a new file, and let's call this customer. Okay, .php. Okay, and we're going to namespace this. Namespace code it me. Okay, this is actually namespace, and this will be code it me. Okay, and this will actually be customers. Okay, so the reason why I did it this way, if we have any class that actually need to deal with transaction, we can also namespace it like this. And if we have any class that deals with customer, we can actually namespace it this way. Okay, so let's just create some class. So let's say class, and call this users. And right here we're going to give a user, so this will be public, and let's make this a static method. I told you in earlier videos, static method can be called upon without giving a new instance of the class. Okay, so let's just call this customer, and we're going to just get the name of the customer. Okay, so let's just return $sign name. Okay, this is just all we need to do for customer. Probably we have an error right here, we forgot to put the function. Okay, right here for a new to actually use all these classes. So let's just say user.php. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is let's just namespace this. Okay, let's give this another namespace and we call it code it me, and this will be user. Okay, and this is all we need to do. Let's just go ahead and require those files. So we need to require once, and this will be transaction.php. Okay, mind you, if we are using Composer, we can just use Composer to actually load all these files at once, but we're not using Composer, so we actually need to require all these files. Okay, so this will be customer.php, and to actually use all these classes, all we just need to do is we need to use those namespacing that we just call on. So to use that, we're just going to say use, then we call on the namespacing. Okay, this will actually be $$ $customer/account to use that. And to use this, we're just going to say $customer code it me, and this will be customer user. Okay, so you can see how this actually works now, and you can see how this actually works now. Okay, you can see we have the class right here. This class has been appended to the namespacing. So this is the class right here. It has been appended to the namespacing, and if we have more than just one class right here, it's just going to be appended to the namespace. So to actually create a new instance of this, all we just need to do is say $transaction, okay, is equal to new account, and this is just all we need to do to actually use that class. Okay, but for now, I told you we're not going to do this. We can just comment this out in case you want to use it that way. We will actually create all this to be static method. That means we can just use them direct. Okay, so let's just go ahead and echo account. Okay, let's just go ahead and echo account and say credit, and let's just give an amount here, probably 400, and let's just come here and be creative with this. So let's just return right here. This will actually be let's return some kind of currency. So this will be dollar. So right here, let's just say dollar, and yeah. So if we should go ahead and see this, let's just go ahead to our browser and let's refresh, and you can see the user right there, and you can see the amount right there. Okay, the amount right here, and you can see how important it is to actually use namespacing. Okay, how important it is. So let's just probably we can just get creative with this, and let's just say let's say user. Okay, and this will be probably customer, and let's give this a name, code it me, and right here let's just do something simple. Okay, and let's say balance is, and this is all we need to do. And if we come over and refresh, you can see code it me balance is $400. Okay, you can see how it's easy to actually work with namespacing. And right here you can do probably you can do a debit. You can be creative with this and do whatever you want. Since we're not using this, let's just do away with this, and let's just call this balance. Okay, so let's just call this balance. So right here we need to actually use that balance, not credit anymore. So you can see how simple it is to actually use all this, how we can work with the flexibility. And right here you can give a new instance of that object and actually use that object instead of using the class right here and going into the method. we are able to do this because this is a static method, and if we should remove the static from this, we're definitely going to get some error. So we should remove the static from that, and we refresh. We've gotten an error, no static method. And right here, let's just return this. This is a static method, and refresh, and you get the balance right here. So this will be the end of our series on object programming with PHP. So go ahead and build something amazing with all the knowledge that you've gotten so far, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you with more videos. Okay.